welcome in everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the iRacing Fast Series. 360 sprint cars tonight. Right here from Lanier. Around 21 cars checked in for this one. Guys going to be wrapping up the practice session here in just a couple of minutes. Appreciate everybody being in chat. Watching the broadcast, guys, say hi in the chat, whether you're at YouTube, Twitch, or on any of the Facebook channels. I can see the chat. But these guys wind out their practice. They have moved the time back a few minutes, trying to allow and accommodate for other drivers to make it in. Plenty of action. A lot of the old familiar names. Shea Paulo, Craig Dunn, Tyler Shell, Jeff Stewart, Tyson Landis. Jimmy Marr is here tonight. Jeremy Zarfos in the house. How's the twins doing? Brandon Steele. Oh, Rob. Ricky. Hey, Kale over at YouTube. About a minute and a half. We'll let these guys wind out their practice session. They will go to qualifying, and we will begin the heat races. Cars are not out on track right now. Guys taking a break after the warm-up session before they go to qualifying. Maybe some last-minute adjustments. First of two shows here on the Dirt Racing Network tonight. Don't forget, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series with the Dirt Slingers. Their Pro Pay to Race Series. Those guys racing for a pretty big payday. Going to be around $3,300 to $3,500 in that pot for them. Into the season. We're halfway through the season now. I think this is week number 8 for them. Scott King missing out. Got clipped. No hall pass for Mr. King tonight, folks. Practice session is winding out. Qualifying will commence. As soon as qualifying commences, we'll play our national anthem and get ready for heat racing action. Probably about 3 heat races tonight. Looks like everybody's going to make the big show. So we'll let these guys wrap up the practice session. We'll let Mr. Johnny Foley go ahead and take us to our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, national anthem is done. It is time for heat racing. Qualifying wrapping up. Ryan Pace, Brandon Steele, Richie Preston, our top 3 qualifiers tonight. These guys going to start on the pole position of their respective heat races. 22 official check-ins, so 3 heat races. 8, 7, and 7. The car count in each one of our heat races. Heat race 1 gridding out on the front stretch. Starting on the pole, the Pace Performance Products number 11, of Ryan Pace, and on his outside, the Catch Fence Apparel number 85 of Tyler Shell. Row 2, starting on the inside, the Wicked Relief Gun with CBD team setting number 31 of Tyson Landis, and on his outside, the Capri Tools number 17K of Kyle Keene. Row 3 on the inside, the DTO Wicked Relief Gum number 44 of Adam Buchanan. And to his outside, the CPM Racing Axle number 49 of Jeff Herrick. On the inside of the 4th and final row, in the NOS Energy Lloyd Racing number 28, that is Chris Lloyd. And to his outside, in the AMSOIL number 20, that'll be Kyle Rochinski. So 8 cars, 10 laps. Everybody going to the feature. These guys just racing really for their starting positions in the big show here in just a little bit. Don't forget the likes, the shares, and the follows, guys. Come over to the Dirt Racing Network on Facebook and give us all 3. Definitely subscribe if you're over on YouTube or Twitch. Say hi in the chat. Cale Kinsley already said hi from the YouTube channel. So these guys going to go green out of turn 4, heat 1 of 3. Ryan Pace giving himself a little bit of room so he can use the starting line with the Pace truck out of the way.
Green, green, green.
On the throttle, green flag in the air. Tyler Shell with a great start side by side with Ryan Pace right there. So heat race number 1 getting off to a fantastic beginning. These two working side by side down all the way to 3 and 4. Tyler Shell up on the high side. He's got a little advantage, about 1 car length at the line. Pace was second. Landis and Keene battling for third and 4th here. Tyson Landis on the bottom. Kyle Keene up on the top. That 17K car able to squeak away by about a car length at the line, using the high side momentum. Trying to keep that car wound up on the top side like Tyler Shell, your leader now by 3. Landis got a little wide, had to back off or he would have put it right into the left side of that 17K car. So now it's Shell, Pace, Keene, Landis, Herrick, Buchanan running in 6th. Rochinski and Chris Lloyd following the field around. Happen to know Mr. Lloyd brand new to iRacing, so he is really learning a lot, getting his feet wet running these league races. But right now, Tyler Shell halfway home, heat race number 1. He's your leader. Kyle Keene now working the top side of Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace now giving up second. He is staying married to the inside right there, and he is starting to slide back. Keene's around him. Tyson Landis looking to do the same. Landis got a little bit out of shape mid-corner back there. Turn 2. 3 to go this time. Shell, Keene, Pace, Landis, your top 4. We're watching 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right here. Landis not going to throw the slide job from the middle on Keene, but he is going to take the spot away from Pace. Move him to position 3, keep Pace in P4. Tyler Shell running away. He's going to get to the white flag first. And he's going to get there by almost a full second as he goes around the top side. Now everybody to the top. Keene, Landis, Pace, your top 4. But heat race number 1 comes to a close. Chris Lloyd out of shape, and Tyler Shell wins it cutting underneath. Keene, Landis, and Pace going to finish in those top 4 positions. A little bit of contact there right at the checkered flag as Lloyd was trying to get the car facing the right way. But Tyler Shell made heat race number 1 look simple. So 7 cars slated to be in this one. On the pole, the SteelCycles.com number 5 of Brandon Steele. To his outside, the 21 machine going to be Shea Paulo. Row 2 on the inside, the competition suspension number 22 of Mason Hannigan. And on his outside, the Wicked Cushion, JB Medical Supply Mohawk number 19 of Jeremy Zarfos. Row 3 on the inside, the BS Air EUTV number 72, the Milford Missile, Jeffrey Stewart. And on his outside, the Chevy Accessories number 4, that's Jimmy Mars. And filling in the back row all by himself in the Factory K number 9, going to be Trey Paseka. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Good crowd tonight. Guys will do another pace lap in these 7 cars. Everybody's going through to the feature. Down there, get a good look at the BS Air number 21 of Shea Paulo. Another elbows up sim team car. Pace truck is in. Steele on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Brandon Steele quickly jumps out in front. Mason Hannigan used the bottom side. We didn't see that work too well in heat race number 1. Now slide job up to the top. 3 wide. Little contact there. Zarfos catches the left rear of Brandon Steele. Now Steele. Slide job up in front of Hannigan. Hannigan had to check up hard. That's going to let Paulo throw the slide job down 3 and 4, and he's not going to be able to hang on to it. Brandon Steele, your leader once again. In front of Paulo, in front of Hannigan, Jeff Stewart running in that 4th spot. The Missile riding up here in the top half of the heat race. Brandon Steele now starting to get away from these guys, almost 0.4 of a second. Shea Paulo went to the high side. He's hanging on to that 2nd position, but Mason Hannigan making it very, very difficult on him. Jeff Stewart was working the bottom, just couldn't keep the momentum forward on the exit. That car getting pretty sideways center corner. When he takes it in on the bottom, he's in jeopardy of losing that 4th spot to Jeremy Zarfos. Zarfos with a big wiggle through 3 and 4. Had to back it off. So keep Stewart in 4th. Zarfos is 5th. Paseka and then Mars. And Brandon Steele keeping that gap at 0.4 of a second. 4 to go this time by. Still Shea Paulo running in 2nd, but Mason Hannigan really driving the car hard around the top. Closed the gap, just couldn't cut it and make the move underneath on the exit. Very good battle here for 2nd. Jimmy Mars' car rolling out of the work area. Going to have 2 to go this time. There's Hannigan with the slide job. Brings it up in front of Paulo. He's got the spot at the line, but Paulo too much momentum. Slide job back in 1 and 2. Crossover move. These guys coming to see the white flag, and they're catching Brandon Steele. Even working these slide jobs on each other. They are catching up to our leader. But Brandon Steele into 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to bring home the win in heat race 2. Mason Hannigan, then Shea Paulo. Trey Paseka got around the Milford Missile. He picks up the 4th spot. Stewart, Zarfos, and Mars are rounding out the Heat 2 field. So 2 down and 1 to go. Heat race action coming to a close quickly here this evening. On the pole, the over-the-wall BS Air number 25 of Richie Preston. And on his outside, going to be the Pearl Technologies number 8 of Dylan Paddock. Row 2 on the inside. The Team Seti Wicked Cushion number 57 of the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn. And on his outside, Top Gun Motorsports driver in the 15, Carter Chevalier. Row 3 on the inside. The Racing for Christ number 12 of Jared Ridge. And to his outside, I cannot make out what that says. That is the 18 car of Adam Ross. And on the back, by himself, the Dirt Co. Media House number 6 of Cody Olson. So 7 more cars. Everybody going to the show. 10 heat racing laps. Then they'll have a little intermission. And we will get ready to put these guys out here for 35 laps. Hello, Steve Steinke. If you're enjoying the show, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. If you are on Twitch or YouTube, subscribe to the Dirt Racing Network. If you're over here on Facebook, like and share us. You'll get notified every time we go live. 2 shows tonight. This is the first one. Heat Race 3 about to get underway. Preston on the throttle, and we are back to racing. Preston staying on the high side, but he wasn't able to quite get away. And Paddock looking to throw the slide job in 3 and 4. It's not going to stick for him. Preston leads lap 1. They both better get it going, pedal faster, do something, because here comes the flying Aussie Craig Dunn, that 57 machine. Closed up on the front, too, and he is starting to make tracks. Oh, big dive down in the corner, and Paddock had to find the binders. Almost got into the left rear of Richie Preston. Preston running right through the middle of the track. Here comes a big slide job. Slight contact, Jared Ridge into the back. The 57 machine of Craig Dunn. Richie Preston, 0.4 of a second now, completing lap number 4 of 10. Paddock running around the high side. Craig Dunn starting to fall back off of those two finally. He goes up, looks at the top shelf, see if he can make up any ground. Jared Ridge, Carter Chevalier with a big slide job on him for 4th. Into the outside fence. That car gonna spin. Probably not gonna bring a caution out, as he'll be able to clear the track before these guys get back around. But he and Chevalier were fighting each other pretty hard. A little right rear on the exit of that corner. 3 to go this time by. Preston, Paddock, Dunn. Cody Olson now has worked his way from 7th to 4th. Big mover in this heat race. Bringing the 6 car from the back. Trying to catch up to the flying Aussie. He's going to have 2 more circuits to get it done. Craig Dunn got around Paddock. Paddock got out of shape in turns 3 and 4, and Craig Dunn jumped right on that. Now Paddock just a scant bit ahead of Cody Olson here. Olson's working the bottom, but Richie Preston, 1.4 seconds. Running right through the middle of the track. He's going to win the heat race number 3 pretty easily here. He's going to have Craig Dunn coming home in 2nd. Paddock in 3rd. Cody Olson is 4th. Adam Ross, Carter Chevalier, and Jared Ridge rounding out the heat race field. Finishing up all the heat race action right there. These guys will move on to the warm-up session. They'll have 2 minutes with the track. Maybe knock a little bit of that moisture out of it. You're watching the iRacing Fast 360 series presented by 19 Designs, Duke Superstores, and JZ Racing Photography. Every Monday night, 7:35 Eastern, right here on the Dirt Racing Network. These guys in about their 5th or 6th week now. It's been fun having them on the network. Series growing a little bit at a time, but that's good. You don't want to make huge strides when you're growing a league like this. It gets a little overwhelming. These guys doing a good job. They've increased their car count every single night. This is the first of 2 shows tonight on the Dirt Racing Network. Coming up in just about right at an hour to the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. They are at Knoxville tonight. Be sure to tune in for that. Mike Peterson will be on the call. And then Wednesday night right here, Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series, 410 Series. That's a $100 to win series. And then on Thursday nights, Dirt Slingers 360 Thursday Thunder Series. Takes care of our week every week on the Dirt Racing Network. I am certainly hoping so, but I will be having surgery the first week of December, I believe. And so hopefully I'll be healed up enough to travel by then. So I can't promise anything, but, man, I sure would like to be up there again this year. All right, practice has ended. The final warm-up session. And getting ready to go. 35 laps. A little bit of inversion here on the front of this thing. It looks like the top three of the heat race winners are going to start in rows 2 or the outside 2 and all of row 3. But we'll run down through the lineup real quick here. Shea Paulo on the pole with Tyson Landis to his outside. Going to have Craig Dunn and Mason Hannigan in row 2. Kyle Keene, Richie Preston in row 3. Brandon Steele and Tyler Schill going to make up row 4. Row 5 going to be Dylan Paddock and Ryan Pace. Cody Olson on the outside of Trey Paseka, for the 6th row. 7th row going to be Adam Buchanan, Jeff Stewart, Adam Ross, and Jeff Herrick making up a row number 8. Row 9 going to be Jeremy Zarfos and Carter Chevalier. Row 10 will be Kyle Rochinski and Jimmy Mars. And in the final row, Jared Ridge and Christopher Lloyd. So 22 cars, 35 laps. These guys are ready to get it done. A little bit of an invert. Our heat race winners starting 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Or 4th, 5th, and 6th, I guess. But the lights are off on the pace truck. 35 laps are on the big board. We're going green this time off turn number 4. Paulo and Landis going to bring us to it. On the throttle, green flag is in the air. Paulo got a good jump right there. Landis went to the top side. Hannigan went with him. Craig Dunn right to the middle of the track. The white and green car right there. He is trying to hang on to second. He goes up to the top shelf now to cover the line for Tyson Landis. Landis making good time to the center of each corner. Oh, now finds the outside wall, lifts the right front up. That'll back him down a little bit, and that gives Brandon Steele a chance to get in there. They were 3 wide for just a second. Shell, Hannigan, Keene. They're 3 wide again off turn number 4. Close quarters racing. Everybody surviving that. Tyler Shell sliding up through the field. Now has to check it up, goes backwards. He let Hannigan around him. He also let Tyson Landis have a spot for just a second right there. 3 wide behind that. I saw Olson on the bottom. Preston was in the middle. Dylan Paddock right on the top side, the 8 car. Now he goes into the middle on the inside of Preston. Mason Hannigan into the fence, turn number 4. Looked like everything was good going down here through 3 and 4. Right up against, the right rear. Touched it, pulled the right front around. And then that car just slid across the track. So our first caution. Coming out after 6 laps of racing. We'll let everything get settled down here just a little bit. Get these guys in line. Figure out what our top 10 is. The new white flag going to be on lap number 38 now. It looks like it's Paulo, Dunn, Steele, Keene, Shell, Pace, Preston, Paddock, Olson, and Zarfos. Some great 3-wide racing back through there. Now these guys probably going to the single file restart. We'll see if that materializes back into some great side-by-side racing. Looked like a couple of these lines were really working well. High side was making pretty good tracks through the center, and the bottom was making good exit speed. Yeah, me too, Steve. Me too, buddy. These guys about to go back to green. Paulo was on the gas pretty good there, and he got a great jump as the green flag flies. Dunn still second. Brandon Steele around the top side in third. Tyler Shell making tracks on the bottom. He is coming forward in a hurry with a slide job on Kyle Keene. Can he hang on to the spot? Yes, he can on the exit. Keene got down in the slick just a little early, lost some momentum. So Tyler Shell around the top side, right in front of Keene. Pace, Preston, Paddock, Cody Olson up to ninth. Jeremy Zarfos rounding out our top 10 right in front of Adam Buchanan and Jeff Stewart. Shea Paulo about 3 or 4 car lengths now. Make it 4 at the line. Over Dunn. Dunn working the middle. Paulo working about a half a lane down below that.
All right, man. Caution.
Oh, caution one more time. Carter Chevalier, maybe? Carter's car broken and out of shape. Oh, he hits the fence in turns 3 and 4, trying to stay out of the way. And that's not going to do anybody any good, especially him. So the field under pace again. Well, Mr. Flick. All right, top 10 is Paulo, Dunn, Steele, Shell, and Keene in the top 5. Preston, Pace, Olson, Paddock, and now Adam Buchanan inside our top 10. Still going to have about 25 laps to go in this one. Good, tight, close quarters racing. Lights off on the pace truck. We're going to go green out of turn.
Green.
Number 4 here. They come down the front stretch right at you. Still Paulo, Dunn, and Steele. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Shell now making a bid on the inside. Trying to get that podium spot away. And caution, I think he was in it. Jimmy Mars and Chris Lloyd in this one. Go back and see what happened to the 28 car. Oh, Jimmy Mars was out of shape. He gets down. He hooks Chris Lloyd. So they have to get that car off the track. Jimmy Mars. Not enough damage to take him to the infield, so he will stay right there. No changes in our top 10. Still plenty of laps left in this one. Tyler Shell working his way up through the field. Cody Olson has made up quite a few spots as well. And we are about to go back to green. 44 for the white flag.
Green.
Woo! Little contact there between Steele and Dunn. Shane Paulo still hanging on to the lead. He is running about a car and a half width up off the bottom. Now he moves it down just a little bit tighter. Dunn running through that middle. Closes the gap just a touch here, just a touch there. Tyler Shell, unusual line on the entry to 3 right there. Kind of in the middle, going right up against the outside. Does he have any momentum on Brandon Steele? Right now, those two holding station with each other. Top 5 within half a second. Shell more and more even every lap. up beside the 5 car of Brandon Steele. This time off 4, he clears him. He's in 3rd and still coming forward. These 2 guys in front still running through the middle. But Tyler Shell making the top side work, and now he's knocking on the door right behind the Flying Aussie. Craig Dunn's got to hear the 85 car out there. Staying in the middle, and caution one more time. Car upside down. Ooh, that didn't look good. That wasn't Pasaka, was that? I'm not even sure whose car that was. Jimmy Mars again? No, it wasn't Jimmy Mars. Well, I saw the car on its side there in turn 1, but I missed the number on that car. Must have got it righted and got going again. The cars that are laps down are still on track. Well, let's hit the top 10 again real quick. Paulo Dunn, Shell, Steele, Preston, Keene, Pace, Olson, Buchanan, and now Jeff Stewart in that top 10. Oh, Glenn. All right, Pace truck is in. Green flag back over the speedway. .47, the new white flag, so just about 17 to go this time by. Tyler Shell now into second around the top side. Gets on the outside, gets around the Flying Aussie, moved Dunn back to 3rd. Steele is still 4th, and Richie Preston now into that 5th spot. Preston's starting to put a little bit of pressure on the 5 car. Kyle Keene worked his way around Ryan Pace, and Cody Olson is working the middle of the track. He's coming with him. Olson picking up 2 spots in 1 lap. The 6 car put him into the 6th position at the line, but Kyle Keene, that 17K car around the top side, too much momentum, gets the spot back. So make it Keene in 6th, Olson in 7th, Pace in the 8th spot. Up front, battle for the lead shaping up. Shell on the high side. Paulo staying down on the inside. He gives up the spot down the back stretch. New leader 85 car. Tyler Shell into the front. Caution on the speedway. This time, Pasaka. He is right in the middle of that one. He was real loose in 1 and 2, and now he's going to head down the back stretch. I really feel like Jimmy Mars kind of got a pretty good chunk of this. He went in 3 wide. Oh, there was a little contact right there with Herrick. And now 3 wide. Hannigan on the bottom. Mars in the middle, and he just goes up, gets into Herrick. Car spinning out in front of him. Jared Ridge was sideways there. So caution out. I think Mars got in that 3 wide, and then suddenly he had to find a way to get out of it because the car was sideways in front of him, and Herrick was already on his outside. All right, real quick. Shell, Paulo, Dunn, Steele, Preston, Keene, Pace, Olson, Paddock, and Buchanan in our top 10. We're getting ready to go back to green. 13 laps to go.
Green flag.
Green flag back over the speedway. Tyler Shell. Good jump on the field. He comes off turn 2 with about 6 car lengths over to Paulo. Now Dunn working the inside. Paulo to the top side. Dunn up the inside. Brandon Steele right there. Paulo now gives up second to Dunn. Could give up third to Brandon Steele. Richie Preston now putting some pressure on. Kyle Keene with a big run. 17 car around the top side. The door got shut him on the front stretch as Preston came up and covered the line. 10 laps to go that time by. Still Shell out in front of Dunn, but Paulo putting pressure on. A little out of shape, and now Steele. Brandon Steele got a piece of Paulo, got out of shape, got a piece of Keene, that got him out of shape. Move Richie Preston into the third spot. 25 car on the podium. Brandon Steele recovers. He's hanging on to fourth, at least temporarily. Caution back out. I think Shea Paulo caught the inside wall. In turns 1 and 2, I saw that car stop suddenly. The left front tire catches the wall. Around he goes, catches his teammate, Jeff Stewart. And now Jimmy Marr is going to come in and get a piece of that as well. $53 going to be the new white flags. We're going to have about 8 to go when we go back to green. All right, Shell still in front of Dunn, Preston, Steele, and Keene. I saw Jeff Stewart roll off pit road, get back around the field. He'll be back at the tail end. So exactly 8 laps to go, going back to green right here. Shell back on the throttle, green flag back in the air. Richie Preston still behind Craig Dunn in third. You see Keene way up the top side, dragging the wall. Wasn't able to make any momentum there. Brandon Steele, the 5 car, down the inside, trying to get his podium spot back. Lost it a few laps before the caution in a bunch of random contact there. He still runs in 5th. Keene running on the top side in 6th. Cody Olson, or in 5th. Cody Olson, the 6th car, running in the 6th spot. Adam Buchanan, Pace, Paddock, and Mars, your top 10. But Tyler Shell starting to get away from the field now. 5 laps to go. Caution as Preston got around Dunn for second. Caution back on the speedway. Dylan Paddock's car. Well, maybe it wasn't Paddock. Maybe it's Brandon Steele's car. Oh, Steele and Keene. Let's go back even further. Have a look. These two, Brandon Steele, Keene, the 5, the 17, look good off turn 2. Into turn 3. Steele catches just a little fence. Keene tried to miss him. Nowhere to go. Paddock ends up in the middle of that as well. That's why I saw the 8 car getting away pretty slow. So we'll see where this shakes out. 56. We were right at the 5 to go mark. Shell, Preston, Dunn, Olson now in the top 4. Buchanan is 5th. Mars, Zarfos, Herrick, Hannigan, and Kyle Keene involved a little bit in that last incident. He is 10th. Then Jeff Stewart, Shea Paulo, Dylan Paddock, all still on the lead lap. Ryan Pace, first car laps down, not on the track, so 13 cars still pacing the field. Hello, Chris Vogel. Should be going green this time. Going to have 4 laps to go. Tyler Shell out in front of Richie Preston. Green flag back in the air. Couple of teammates up to the front. These guys going at it pretty good here. Shell hanging on, 3 to go. Craig Dunn, your final podium spot. The Flying Aussie, the 57 machine, that green and white car right there. He sits in 3rd. Cody Olson is in 4th. Adam Buchanan is in the 5th position. Two to go. Going to see the white flag next time. Tyler Shell half a second out in front of Richie Preston. We're watching the battle for third right here. Craig Dunn has got it as the white flag is in the air. Shell looks like he's going to win it. Then Preston, then Dunn. Cody Olson fourth, Adam Buchanan in the fifth spot. Make sure this one is officially over. These guys pull around on the front stretch. We know they are done. And it looks like our top three are going to roll right around here. And park 1, 2, 3 for us. So we get Mr. Preston to back out of that deal right there. That ought to work for us.
All right, man.
Well, we'll be able to talk to these guys here in just a moment. We'll get Tyler Shell set up to be down there. Richie Preston set up to be down there. Dang it. People keep moving. All right. Let's grab Craig Dunn and see if he is ready to talk to us. Craig Dunn, you got a copy?
I do, Roger. How are you, mate?
I am good, sir. Great run for you. You come home third tonight, man. Talk to us about that feature race and all the battling that was going on.
To be lucky, mate, excuse me, I feel pretty lucky, actually. I'm not a real big fan of Lanier, so to come home third, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of side-by-side racing. You had several challenges. You gave several challenges. Did the track change a lot, or did you really just kind of settle into that middle because that was really the best line for you?
I felt more comfortable in the middle. I seen Tyler go really outside, and I thought I'd try that. And I sort of, if you hit it right, you could gain a lot of drive off 4 up high, and then I sort of went back to the middle in 1 and 2, which seemed to work all right. I just had nothing for them, and I let Richie get by at the end there, and yeah, I just thought I'd settle in and settle for third.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure you got a bunch of sponsors you'd like to thank, and we'll let you celebrate a great run tonight.
Yeah, obviously you guys for broadcasting, mate. You know, Mason and the guys that put on the league here at Fast Series, so that, you know, it's thanks to them. Obviously, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy, Wicked Relief, Cognitive Warriors, you know, all those guys, mate. Just, yeah, thanks.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great third-place run. We look forward to seeing you again next week.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Roger.
Your third-place finisher, Craig, the Flying Aussie Dunn. Let's see if we can get Mr. Preston in here. Richie Preston, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
All right, man, a great run for you. You come home second right there behind Tyler. You passed Craig kind of late there. Talk to us about this race tonight and how you came home second.
Well, I didn't get the best start, but we found the bottom there about midway through the race, and second there. Craig was fast, and Tyler, congrats to them, but good run for us.
Yeah, it looked like track went through a couple of changes. You were able to find your way around. Craig, did you have to search around, or was it just kind of, you got married to a spot and that's where you're the best at?
Pretty good on the bottom here. I was pretty fast in warm-ups there, so I kind of stuck to it. But top came in. Tyler was rolling it pretty good, but a couple, maybe 10 laps, I might have had something for him, but he was pretty fast. So.
All right, man, I'm sure you got some shout-outs, and we'll let you get to celebrating a fantastic run tonight.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for broadcasting, this league for putting it on. It's our second time running it and our second time on the podium. And Elbows Up Sim Sport, Elbows Up TV, Motorsports Beat, Just Up Logistics, Paints by Tunican, Hergot Real Estate Group, BS Air, Over the Wall Photography, Kench Feds Apparel, and Fairway Independence Mortgage Corporation.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep, thanks, bye.
All right, Richie Preston, your second place finisher. And we'll get him in here. It's becoming a thing. We talked to this guy quite a bit on the podium today. We're going to talk to him standing on the top step. Tyler Shell, you got a copy?
Uh-huh. Can you hear me?
I got you, buddy. Well, man, you ran the high side. You ran top shelf pretty much the entire race there. What did you find, and how did you come away with the victory tonight?
I just went where everybody else wasn't and found some speed and just stayed with it and didn't kill myself running inches away from the wall.
Yeah, several guys weren't quite as lucky. Don't really remember seeing you move too far from the top of that. Just car setup for that, or was that really just the absolute fastest place tonight?
That was just fast for me. I ran the bottom for the first I don't know, 10 laps of that race, that first green flag run, and then kind of try to get to the top, and I did, and then I just was set for the top and let her eat.
All right, we had a fantastic run. You come home with the victory tonight. Any sponsors or anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go celebrate?
Yep, Mason putting this league on, and you for broadcasting it, and then our Elbows Up Sim Sport, and our sponsors, Catch Fence Apparel Company, Her Got Real Estate, Motorsports Beat, Paints by Tuna Can, and Over the Wall Photographs. All
right, man. Well, congratulations again on a great win. We look forward to talking to you possibly later this evening.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, your winner tonight, the iRacing Fast 360 Series, Tyler Show. Richie Preston came home second. The Flying Aussie Craig Dunn in third. I am going to get out of here. I have found out just in the last few minutes that I have got a couple of phone calls I've got to make. I am now a grandfather, emergency cesarean section for my daughter, and she had a little baby girl a little bit ago, so I got to make some phone calls on that before we go to the DSRL 410 Outlaw Series tonight. I have got to make amends for missing this, but it is what it is. When emergencies happen, you can't always be there, but officially a grandfather. Very happy about that. Guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope everybody had a great time. Got to see a great race. Please tune back in here in about 30 minutes. Mike Peterson will be on the call. Temporarily for myself, everybody at Dirt Racing Network. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep it dirty till next time.